So, one of the things I know about learning is you don't know what you don't know. And that's true for anyone in any situation. So, my role today is to kind of help you figure out how to navigate our course. There are a lot of resources that you can find digitally or in paper. How do I turn things in? Where do I go if I have questions that I can ask online? So, this is our hub for all of our learning. So, I'm going to show you how to walk through this site. So once you go to Google Classroom to enroll into our course, you're going to want to go to the top right and look for the plus sign. And once you click that, it'll ask you to join a class. And when you do that, you're going to want to put in the code. Make sure you enter it exactly as you see it, and it might be helpful to hit pause right now so you can get that done. Now that you're enrolled in the class, you are on the stream page. This is where I'll add useful announcements and reminders, including the reminder that is automatically populated on the bottom left. These are due dates. Now, for our class, those are recommended pacing deadlines. However, if you are behind pace because you were absent or you haven't met mastery, it's okay. You can still turn it in, but let's be in communication. That's the reason why. But you will get those notifications regularly on the bottom left. And then in the middle is where there'll be an ongoing list of things that I need to communicate with you. This is especially useful when we have inclement weather days and we're not in the building. I'll communicate with you a lot regarding what you should be working on. Now, in order to check where your assignments are, you're going to want to go to the top right and click on classwork. Here you will see the name of the unit, which is in blue, story elements. And then you have the specific assignments, which are coded by the unit. This is unit 2, and the assignment is number 1. So the first assignment of unit 2 is called setting. Below that, you will have your list of instructions, as well as a rubric. If you click on that, it'll open up. I'll show you an example in a moment. And then below that, you have the actual assignment, which I like to distribute via Google Slides. When you click on that, you'll be able to open it up and access the resources. So let me show you how to do that. Here I've clicked on the rubric, and it's just a simple pop-up, and I can X out of it easily and be back in the assignment. Now that I've opened up the assignment, I want to show you what's available to you. At the top right, you will see a YouTube video of my instructional video. It has reading material, it has a Think Aloud, me demonstrating how to do the work, and some general instructions for what you should do. If you need to see this larger, which I'm assuming you do, you can open up the icon and click the little cog, and it will take you to make it larger. Also, to the left of that, you'll see the graphic organizer that I use to create my response to the question, how does setting affect the theme? This graphic organizer is kind of small, and it kind of moves around because this is a Google slide, but if you'd like to have a paper copy of it, I have them at the front of the room where the resources are. And at the bottom of the screen, you'll see an example of my constructed response. Now, of course, you're using a different passage altogether, so looking at my model only serves to support you. It's not what you would use as your own, but it's a good way to structure your response. So all of the resources you need for this assignment are embedded in this one slide, but again, I do have paper copies. Now your version looks a tiny bit different than mine because I am a teacher and you're a student. On your version, you'll notice on the top right, it'll say turn in assignment. So whenever you are complete and you are ready for me to evaluate it for mastery, you have one of two options. You can hit turn in, or if you did it on paper, you can turn it into the submission box and I will score it manually. Either way, it's helpful if you want to hit turn in here if you did the paper copy. That way you know you've completed this one. And you may want to wait to hit turn in until after you have actually achieved mastery. That way you know you are done with this. So I hope this was helpful for you on how to navigate this course, and it's something that will come very easily to you in the days ahead.